Hey, what is going on YouTube? Aaron here. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are having a fantastic morning, evening, or afternoon. Whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world, make it a good one. And we've got a few things to go over in this video. It has been a minute since I have been in the store. We've got a few little tips and tricks about commanders and such, which we're going to cover at the end. And of course, everyone knows, and the main reason I'm kind of doing this video here is the Moonlit Journey, and this is a couple weeks old now, so most of you probably already know about this, but of course there is a free Tier 5 premium battleship. The Mutsu is available in the store. If you select this mission, you hold A to redeem it, and then of course you complete the select missions that should be available in the missions tab. And before we go any further, there's a few free bundles that I want to cover, but before we go any further, I would just want to make kind of this blanket statement here. Anytime you are spending doubloons in the store, even if it says a little discount, you are not getting, you're still spending money. This is often a sales tactic, and this Colors of Fall bundle here, and I actually like this ship, but this is a great example of this. You can see here, it's like, oh, this is 40% off, this is 25% off, and you have to unlock each stage in order to obtain the ship. So you're essentially paying, what is this math here, well over the cost of the ship if you actually just go to the ships tab here. Now, of course, you are getting the crates and the universal combinations and the other stuff that is available in that bundle, but again, I just want people to be aware of these sales tactics, because if I don't kind of say that, and you're a grown adult, most of you are, you should know this, but if I don't kind of state this at the beginning of my videos, people are like, oh, you just get kickbacks, some obnoxious boomer comment there. But yeah, make sure to use code AARON for 0% off on your next purchase of a ship. Man, if they did give me like a little kickback, dude, I'd be selling the shit out of some ships, man. This is the best ship ever. But no, this is available, of course, in the store. And like I said, I actually do like that ship. We had a few games in it there. And the next thing I kind of want to talk about is there's a few little tips and tricks here, but before we get into that, there's actually a few free bundles available in the Xbox store. I'm sure sometimes PlayStation and Xbox goes back and forth with, like, PlayStation gets this bundle, then Xbox, and then sometime later they each kind of switch there. But if we go to the game in the store here, there are a few free bundles, some of which I already have, some of which I don't here. As you can see here, the Iron Will bundle is, of course, free in the store. And if you just click on it, you download it, it gets you, I think there's this Tier 2 ship. I'm not exactly sure what this entire bundle entails, but there's a few of them here in the store. And again, there's actually a few of these nice little, relatively inexpensive bundles beyond the free ones. As you can see, here is another free one, the starter pack. We already have this one, of course, but the intro here gives you, some time and a little bit of premium. Again, I would recommend getting the free bundles and playing the game first before spending any money, really. I was actually going over the stats for this game and the player retention, and it's pretty abysmal. And unfortunately, I think people spend money, they don't understand the game mechanics, and then they just, drop the game completely. And there's I'm doing a whole video on wargaming and player retention, because I don't necessarily think they do a great job of it. But regardless, there are all of these bundles in the store, so if you've recently won the Powerball or don't care about the impending economic collapse, then go ahead and whale yourself all of these bundles here. Now, I know Durka has actually already covered this one, but this is probably the best deal. If you were going to spend money, you're kind of, you have a couple thousand battles under your belt, this is one of the best deals available in the store. Get unique content from the Azure Lane universe, Azure Lane Cruiser AL Baltimore, and her commander. So you're basically getting a Tier 7 premium ship for $15. And if you kind of do the math in the store, it's about $60 or $70 for a Tier 7 premium. I love the Baltimore as well, and the AL Baltimore commander is up there in terms of her ranking and just effectiveness and usefulness throughout the game. So that is certainly a good bundle to grab. But beyond the free bundles, again, there's just a few other bundles that you can grab here from the Xbox store. I know the PlayStation store has a lot of similar ones. I'm not exactly sure what those are. Plus, Xbox is simply better. No, I'm just kidding. The PlayStation Network was down, and I was kind of giving some people crap the other day. But alas, let's go ahead and go back to the store here, because there is a little tip and trick that I want to show you guys. Now, I have done and shown this before. However, if you do not have a base commander. What we mean by the base commanders are the commanders in the store. You can see Joseph Rees, Ernest King, Albert Glees, and we're going to use Sims or Norman Scott, because that was actually my first Legend 4, as an example. And you basically just want to start with like one of these and then work your way up. Actually, before we get there, there is, no, I already redeemed it, but there is a commander pack in the store available for 10.5 million silver. So make sure to grab that if you have, extra silver. That is available in the store as well. But anyway, back to the commander little hack here. So let's go ahead and look at Ernest King as an example. So if I were to go to the store and buy Ernest King, I would get the gold one here. You can see it. Oh, my face is in the way. Move your dumb head, Aaron. The gold commander there, which is the personal commendation, as you can see. But you can see we actually have 15 of the blue ones, and the blue ones are the universal commendations. Now, the universal commendations are good for commanders, for example, the event commanders, because you cannot buy Captain Picard in the store. You can only buy the standard kind of base commanders in the store, and of course, this is available through the Commander XP, which is, you need to be very careful. And again, this is just a lot of nuance and variation in this game. Once you run out of Commander XP, which you get for ranking up other commanders from like 1 to 7, or I'm not exactly sure of the number. If you run out of Commander XP and changing inspirations, of course, or boosting to change inspirations, you will actually dip into your global XP. So be very, very careful that you have enough Commander XP. That's just a little fun fact. But anyway, back to the trick here. You basically want to rank out one commander, and as you guys can see here, our Norman Scott is up to 16 level 4. Now, it actually doesn't have to be 16, but it does have to be Legend 4. Once you get a commander to Legend 4 and you purchase him again in the store, you can see here, you will get a universal commendation. And the reason that is important is that can be used on any commander, not just Norman Scott, okay, or not just, one commander. The more commanders you get, the base commanders that you get, right, that 16 Legend 4, so let's say out of the crates that I just showed you, I get Norman Scott and William Sims, I now have 2 universal commendations. So I can rank up any, number of these commanders without having to dip further into resources or spend the money in the store. So I don't know if I explained that perfectly. However, get the base commander, at least one of them, up to 16.4, go into the store, buy them, and you will get universal commendations. And again, this is a great way to get commendations for event commanders, because event commanders can only be ranked up with those universal commendations. As you can see, let's just look at Azure Lane Baltimore. You can see, of course, we have 0 of the personal commendations, so we would have to use the universal commendations, which is part of the reason that the universal commendations are so rare. Do I have somebody not ranked up yet? Here, let's see how much. Yeah, so up to. Oh, I guess you need. I'm sorry, Aaron's a potato. He doesn't pay attention. You need Commander XP. Oh my gosh, I just went. I can't rank up commanders. You need Commander XP all the way up to 16. I thought it was just a 7, but I'm a potato, so. Anyway, I think in the beginning it's just Commander XP. Let me make sure. Yeah, and then after rank 7, you start to use promotion orders. So that is that is how you do that. Yeah, Aaron is a potato. It's been so long since I've had to think about these things that I just forgot how they are done. But that is a little commander tip there for you guys in the store. There's also a little. Sometimes I will go over to where is it? Supply. If you're looking for boosters. And yeah, I have no need for all of this silver, so I'm going to go ahead and use those. Make sure you apply credit boosters when you need to. Commander boosters, especially if you're trying to rank up your commanders. I always just throw on a few Commander XP and Global XP, of course. So yeah, that is kind of my little tips and tricks for things in the store for you. On one final note, doubloons, in terms of hierarchy of spending doubloons, if you do have the means, please, pay your bills, invest in your 401k, and then worry about World of Warships Legends. I know Wargamer's not going to be happy I said that, but alas, maybe if they put more into... No, I'm just kidding. That's not going to be this video. Buying crates is definitely not, on the top of that list, okay? That and bureau projects, near the bottom. If you really want to ship, and I've, me and a lot of the other content creators have done reviews on the ship, so I would focus on ships first in terms of the hierarchy of departments. And sometimes there's also coupons here, and a 70% coupon is gone. But you can see here the Munshin is, of course, 40% off. So sometimes Wargaming does rotate that through. But in terms of the hierarchy, ships is definitely on the top in terms of purchasing. But that's my quick little video there. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, I appreciate the viewer support, man. The channel is it's humbling at times. But I love you guys. Have a great day. I'm out. Peace.